folks. It is time for another evening of my tomfoolery, testing wacky cards and underappreciated cards to see if we can find some hidden gems that are much better than they appear and could shock the meta or your opponents who choose not to make their own decks and copy them off the internet. So, that being said, I am going to be working on a new deck here pretty soon, and it's just a matter of getting the proper cards that I need to go ahead and do that. So I will be sharing that with you a little bit later, but it is pretty cool. I basically took an Experimental Frenzy deck I already had that was just green aggro, splashing red for Experimental Frenzy to just play stupid amounts of creatures and overwhelm your opponent. It is super fun and just goes from a zero board state to overwhelming in a single turn and usually just wipes out your opponent in one attack. So with the new set dropping, there's some cards that will help that, but most importantly, I want to get Experimental Frenzy and Mirror March on the board at the same time so that I can play a filthy number of creatures back to back and just go flipping crazy with the coin flips and the number of hasty creatures we can swing in with, like Krull Harpooner, which could likely just one-shot your opponent late game in a situation like that. So let's go ahead and start putting that thing together to see what I have and what I need to work towards. So be right back. I'm going to go ahead and slap this, put the list up here. So so I got this list over here, so we'll just have to put it in the upper corner, I guess, and make it bigger. Yeah, there we go. So that is the list right there that I am working on. So you guys should be able to see it on your side, but basically, as you can see, it's pretty much just mono green aggro with Branch Walkers, Jade Lights, Steel Leaf Champions, Sword Tooths to help with those land drops. One of the newer cards is Silhana Wayfinder. Will basically put a creature on top of my deck, and early on it'll let me hit my land drops so I can drop the Mirror March. Krull Harpooner is super clutch, given that people will be killing my creatures, and when they pop up late game and can swing in after the mirrors hit the table, they will do horrendous amounts of damage in a single swing. And then finally we have 3 frenzies. One of the mirrors so far, we'll probably test 2. We have 2 treasure maps to make sure that we don't get stuck on land for whatever reason, or just a card too expensive like another frenzy or maybe a second mirror. And then I have 2 Enter the Unknowns because they'll just real easy cards that help me hit an extra land drop, make my creature a little bit bigger, and just help me go through the deck really quick. So there is that. So let's get into the decks. We're gonna delete that. I don't like that card. Yeah, get out of here. Alright. So we're gonna call it Flippin' Crazy because I'll be flipping coins like crazy. Flippin' Frenzy. Ooh, that's better. Yeah, a frenzy of flippin'. So it is definitely going to be green-red. Let's take a look at our lands. So I have it right now where we have... Okay, we have 1 Rootbound Crag. Okay, well that's not a great start. And Timber Gorge. Man, I feel like I just can't read. Where is it? Stomping Grounds. Stomping Grounds. I don't have any Stomping Grounds. Awesome. So we're just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Just as fillers. Because that is all we can do anyways. I mean, this deck inherently will also create a filthy amount of +1/+1 counters, which is interesting because it has the potential to, if I splash blue, play that new blue-green card that wins when you get 20 +1/+1 counters on creatures you control, which is interesting because it would look like an aggro deck, and then out of nowhere it could just simply win from getting so many counters on the board. I thought that would be actually really super amusing. Yes, stop telling me how to build decks, game. We'll do 2 more. Make sure we get it. And then we'll have 24 lands. Super. And then we'll just slowly replace them as I get more cards. So let me get my Leost here so that I can make sure I have everything accurate. And I did this on Deck Stats. I really like that website. Gives me something to do while I'm at work, besides work. Probably not something that my boss would want to know if he was ever watching. I'm not sure why he'd be watching. He doesn't really play any of this stuff. So, 2 Gruul Spellbreakers. Definitely don't have that. So that's already not a good start. Let's just get into the green-red and see what I do have, though. Spellbreaker. I think I might have 1, maybe. Well, I have 4 rhythms. So the deck was originally designed to have Rhythm of the Wild in here, so all the creatures I play from the Frenzy can just swing in immediately. But I saw the Mirror March, and I was like, you know, I'm a combo deck player at heart, and I just feel like I just can't resist, you know, playing a card that duplicates all the creatures I play when I'm already playing a lot of creatures. So we'll need to find something to replace that dude. So maybe we will go ahead and look at, we'll just put these 2 guys in here as a placeholder. I mean, it is not ideal, but they'll hold its place. Jade Light Ranger, definitely don't have those in here, only an RL. So we need something to replace those as well. We have 1 Crawl Harpooner, so I can definitely do that. So we'll go 2. Come on. 3, 4. This card here is one of my favorite cards out of guilds. I like that because it just has such a powerful effect. It just screams, you know, at me to build around it. And you know, before I was trying to use maximum velocity, and it was underwhelming. But I feel like this time around, if I can get more than 1 copy of it out from the mirror, or if I can get trample on it from like Collision Colossus or something like that, this card will be insane and will really catch people off guard, and I'm super looking forward to that. So alright, so we were looking for Jade Lights, that's right. Jade Lights, where are you? Well, I should probably be looking in the 3 drops first of all. Oh wait, we have 4 of those dudes. Super, because I will get to them. Alright, on to the 3 drops. Keep going. Stop getting distracted. I have some good substitutes, I guess, I could throw in there. It probably won't run the way I really want it to run, but I'm also not going to be like completely screwed. So I guess we'll do 1 Jade Light. And it is super not ideal to have this guy, but I was planning on playtesting him anyway, so we'll skip past that. Got that. Llanowar Elves. Gotta have those guys. And they're already a pretty damn good card, but one of the things that I think is interesting about this is once the Mirror March, and I should probably just pull it up so you can see what I'm talking about. And it's another trash rare that, you know, you'll probably never hear about from anyone else. But Mirror March, it says whenever a non-token creature enters the battlefield under your control, flip a coin until you lose a flip. For each flip you won, create a token that's a copy of that creature. These tokens gain haste, exile them at the beginning of the next end step, blah blah blah. So if Llanowar Elf comes in off the top from Frenzy and copies himself, it has haste already, meaning that it already paid for itself. If it happens more than once, then I'm netting additional mana that I could be using to put towards well, just blowing through my deck as fast as possible. So it is really pretty cool that I just think it's going to be a sick combo. And it's going to work out like magic. Pun totally intended. Alright, might as well just go get the Frenzies while I'm digging around in here. Where are they? Frenzy, where are you? Probably don't have any. I'm pretty sure I have 1, at least. Alright, I have 1, and I run 3 in my deck. Ugh, that's all I have. Is I have 2 rares. This is going to be rough, because I have no Wayward Swordtooth or Steelleaf Champions. Or Treasure Maps. This deck is much further away than it appears. Well, let's just fill out the rest of the stuff anyway. So, Llanowar Elves. Alright, back to business. Getting distracted, as I do. Good old-fashioned 2019 Llanowar Elves. Awesome. The ones that only came in the precons. Branchwalker. Alright, Merfolk. Branchwalker. Pretty much a staple in every green deck, because it is just super good. It is very super. Oh, and I have to buy every last one of those. Cool. Well, at least they're only uncommons. Watch, there's probably a faster way I could be doing this, but I just don't know how to do it. There we go. Got 4 of them in there. Still on a Wayfinder, got that. Steel. Really, it's just the rares now. Land, obviously. Experimental Frenzy. 2 Mirror March. I could probably just get 1 experiment. Oh, I really need to have 3. I just need to hit it. So, I think what I will do is, I'm going to do it. That way I can at least get a shell of what I want to play put together. That way I could see how I like playing with Mirror March. And this deck, I feel like I have a version of it with just without the Mirror March and any of the new stuff from Allegiance, but the deck is just pretty insane. I mean, sometimes it can get a little slow and then you get run over by certain decks, but all in all, the deck is really bonkers, and most people just sit across the table like, what the hell just happened? Just completely not expecting any of what just occurred, what happened to them to be going on. It's really satisfying. The deck is just like that. Girl Spellbreaker. So I put that little turd in there instead of him. Jade Light of 1, and then I put in those guys instead. And then we have Krull Harpooner, yeah. Llanowar Elves, yeah. Branchwalker, yeah. Now I need some beef. I should probably do Enter the Unknown. Enter the Unknown. Enter the Unknown. Oh, I don't have any of those. That's why it's not showing up. Me being Master of the Obvious here. Alright. Damn it, they're uncommon too. You're going to eat up all my uncommons. It's okay. So I guess we're just going to put 4 of these in here for now, because I don't have anything else to let me play additional lands like the Sword Tooth that I really want to have in here. And I'll just have to get those later. Not a lot I can do about that. So got that. So I'm at 55 cards, which I feel like doesn't make any sense, because I put 4 of those. It covers that, I guess. 2 of those, 2 of those. And then I really need to get beefy dudes like that. So I haven't really looked at what I could potentially be putting in here in advance, because I already have all the cards for the deck in real life. I guess I do have a lot of this stuff, and I'm sure the substitutes for things like the Jade will be fine, but I mean, the Wayward Swordtooth is really pretty integral to the deck working. It is just the most undercosted, overpowered creature, maybe even ever printed. I mean, a 5/4 for 3 that can't be blocked by weaklings is sick. I actually remember when I first saw that, I just started playing again back with Dominaria, and I was like, who the hell approved this card? I mean, did it like slip off someone's desk and they didn't see that it only costs 3? Like, what in the world? The card is just bonkers. I mean, Swift Warden's kind of interesting. I could play it off the top of my deck on my opponent's turn with Frenzy, which is very bizarre. And it could prevent a kill spell from getting rid of like my only crummy threats. 3 mana for that dude. No thanks. Tony's Crown. No thanks. Alright, I'm looking for critters. Why don't I just select critter? Creature. Must have something powerful. But there is nothing. That is good. Thought it'd be actually pretty funny to clone the biogenic ooze guy. That would have been super hilarious. Well, actually, you know what I could test? Probably the best thing to look at here is likely... I thought about putting the Phoenix in here because it could get cloned, but it didn't work out the way I wanted it to. Maybe there's creatures that come into play from the graveyard I'm not thinking of off the top of my head, because they would also trigger the Mirror March, and if that were to happen for free just from it coming into play, I mean that'd be devastating. Super good. Okay, Forerunner, the Herald, battlefield, you may search the library for a Merfolk card. Oh, that is interesting. That could be a thing. Just stacking my deck. Yeah, we'll try that one. I mean, that's why I have the Silhana Wayfinders in here, is because I think just being able to put stuff on the top of your deck is super, super useful. And a lot of times you look at it and you're like, well, I don't want it on top of my deck. I want it now. You know, so if it doesn't come into my hand, I'm not really feeling it. But in this case, putting it on top of your deck is way better. And 2 cards to the same type, just go this way, 2 counters, blah blah blah, nobody cares. And I do like this guy too, but I don't want to have too many 4-drops. I'm starting to get a little top heavy. Dinosaur, 400 of the... Oh. Now that's something I didn't think of. You know, playing a Forerunner of the Empire in there just as a one-off. If I run into him, I go get Wayward Swordtooth, play the Wayward Swordtooth, play more land. Oh. I mean, obviously I don't have them in here this time, but it didn't even occur to me that I should try that guy. That was just depressing. There's no good 4-drops in green or red. So I guess I put in one more, maybe like District Guide or something like that. I really just want it to be loaded with critters so that it's overwhelming. I'm not even trying to run removal. And oddly enough, it actually works pretty well when it works. Oh, okay, I know what I need to do. I know. So we're going to look at Collision Colossus. I almost forgot about that. So remove the cost of things. Do that. Alright. So if Viashield Pyromancer was one I considered as well, given the fact that if I come in with Mirror March and make clones of him, that's just going to be additional bonus free damage, plus the fact that he can attack. So maybe he's a good one to swap out for a couple of these. So, alright, well this guy is just hot trash. So we're going to add these guys here. I don't need District Guide, so we'll put that there. Get a third one of those. I might need more red mana than it looks like. I've only got not 10 red sources. Might be good enough if I only need to get one, period, ever. Maybe 2 at the most if I keep bumping into red cards. If attack with a creature this turn, Brazen Freebooter enters the battlefield, create a colorless creature token, sacrifices, blah blah blah. Haste and it explores. He costs 4 though, that's kind of pricey for what he's doing. There's 1 damage to each. I feel like I was looking for something and I can't remember what it was. I was looking for instants and sorceries, what I was looking for. Okay. That's right, I'm not seeing them because they're gold, and I need to put those in the front, not the back. What in the world? Colossus is a card that is in the new set. Why is it not here? Ah, oh, son of a... Man, I am an idiot. Alright, let's go back to looking at creatures too then. Actually, no. We'll go get the Collision Colossus first. Add it. Now we'll go back and look at creatures because I was way too dumb to realize that I was crippling my own search by not deleting that. Yeah, there's Zerta Goblin. Duh. Obvious. That's a no-brainer substitute I could put in there. Okay, so there's that. What else we got going on? Oh, I got a Domri. Cool. Draconic Disciple, Sunder Shaman. Oh, there's plenty of good stuff, man. Get this shit out of here. What is all this trash I got going on? Yeah, forget you, Elvish Rejuvenator. Wayfinder's fine. Crawl Harpooner. Llanowar, Enter the Unknown. I feel like that's Merfolk. It's pretty pricey. Gosh, what do I do? Zerta Goblin is like perfect for this deck. Alright, so we're gonna buy up this duder. Aha, alright. So I don't need that. I bought 4 of those, didn't I? That's what I get for being impatient, not planning ahead. Serves me right. So 1 damage to each creature, Raging Regisaur. 1 damage to any target. I need to be going cheaper. Kicked, 1 counter. I feel like there's got to be something in the new cards with this guy being able to come in and just put a bunch of counters on him. I feel like I saw something like that somewhere and I just can't remember where I saw it or what it was called. But I feel like it's there somewhere. Alright, I think we're getting into the dual cards now. Or maybe I'm not. Am I just missing it? Where's the double cards? I know there's double-sided cards up in here. Or are they? It's gonna drive me crazy. Alright. Collision. What? Why did it even do that? Oh, that actually fit in there quite perfectly. So we've got, make sure I got enough creatures. So I got 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 1, 2, 3 creatures. That seems like not a lot. I really want to be able to play additional land. I'm just gonna have to tough it out until I have enough to get my Wayward Swordtooths. Guess there ain't no doing nothing about it. So we're gonna go with this, and this will be special to play. Really special. Really special. Really special. So I think instead what I'll do, because I don't really have a clue what I'm going to do if it's not the original build, is I'm just going to load my sideboard up with nothing but burn. That way if I do run into someone who's playing something different, I'll just change my whole deck and just burn the ever-living shit out of them. Strike. Scorch Mark. Sneak in. That card I feel like would be really bad too. Excuse me. Fight with Fire. Burning Tree Vandal. I do kind of like that Vandal guy, but I'm trying not to commit too much to red because it'll make it very difficult to play if I don't have enough red sources. I'm definitely not trying to play red aggro. Makes me feel like less of a human being. could put this in. That'll be interesting to see how that plays in this case. Pellet collector. I feel like pellet collector is definitely something that could be good here. I've got 2 of them, so perhaps I can't. I have to keep the combo going. Now that's a card that I definitely want to test out. So we'll put 4 of those in there, because if I make enough critters from swinging it from the mirrors, the mirror march, or just playing lots of creatures back to back to back to back, I mean, that would really, really just get out of hand. I may only have 1 creature I can swing with and get through with, but that might be all I need if I have 10 creatures on the board too, ideally. So, Growth Chamber Guardian, I want to play him, but I just don't think he's a good fit for this deck. Animation Druid has +1/+1 counter. Do I have anything that puts +1 counters on my dudes in here? No, I think that'd be a better card if I had like Path to Discovery on here, but I don't want to play that because I feel like that's the card everyone tells me I should put in this deck when I talk to them about it, and I'm just not into it. It's my deck, not their deck. Then Titanic Brawl, blah blah blah, suck it. Ooh, there's a battlefield, draw a card. Add 1 mana of any color. That is interesting. Yeah, let's just stick it in there. Uh-oh, whoa, simmer down now. We're doing sideboard, bro. If I have trouble with mana when I first played, I'll just throw that in there to make sure I do better getting my red. The other thing I thought about was Circuitous Route, meaning, yeah, this card right here, I feel like that could be really, really good here. So maybe what I'll do is instead of... I don't think I want to run into those all the time, so I'll put in those, because I feel like those will get me to the 6 I need to drop that, or 2 of those, while I wait for my Jade Light Rangers and things like that to work their way back in here. I don't know if I see any other fancy ideas, but that card would be good, except that I don't want to draw cards. Let's see here. I thought about this dude. I mean, it is Riot, so that's already kind of nice. And when it attacks another creature control, gets +X/+0, where X is his power. If you were to get copied enough times, I mean, that could be pretty wild. Over here, Golgari Raiders. I like this guy because lots of creatures will die and my graveyard will get loaded. So having him come out similar to the Crawl Harpooner as a Titan, they really don't get a lot of chance to react to it, and it just creates a situation like a OTK kind of combo thing where I just come out and just destroy them all at once. Well, there's a Path of Discovery, but again, I just don't want to be that guy playing everyone else's deck. It's not my thing. Other than that, ooh, Vigor Sporeworm. I did want to try that. So let's see here. We'll put it in the sideboard. Maybe we don't need to have... No, we don't need Electro Dominance. We'll try Vigor Sporeworm, because he's another one of those guys that just make my dudes big. And create a savage amount of damage. Ooh, then double the counters. This with Mirror March seems absolutely disgusting. Just if I can get more than 1 on the table. Alright, that's enough of that. So, I guess what we're going to be playing tonight is my Flippin' Frenzy deck. So, let's get to it here. These people are going to be so lucky when they see this deck, this half put together, shoddy, crummy deck, missing cards. I'm just going to go right into ranked. Why not? They just reset it, so, oh, traditional ranked. Oh my. I might have to play Grixis later. My Grixis deck does so well, just period. Let's do it here. Flippin' Frenzy. Only place to go is up. That would be so amazing if this just turned out to be way better than I thought. I will keep that. That's a lot of mana getting. And I should be able to play basically anything in the deck at that point. Oh, Hydrate Crassus. I'm such a meta hater. I just feel like if you can't build your own decks, then it's kind of cheating. Oh, interesting. Uh-oh, watch out now. Can't be blocked. Merfolk enters the battlefield under control. Oh, well, at least it's only till end of turn, which is refreshing. So let's go like this. We're gonna go like this. Well, I guess we'll pick that one. So draw land, put that down, enter the unknown. See, this is the problem. My deck sucks and I have no answer for these dudes because I just don't. The deck is just so shoddy. So let's go ahead and play that. Put that on there. Oh, cool. So I can play another land this turn. So let's go ahead and play that. And then let's go ahead and play that. No, I don't think I need that guy. So I want Frenzy now. What I need to get is Frenzy. If I get Frenzy and this dude doesn't stop it, I'm gonna fuck up his whole universe. I'll blow through like 20 cards in one turn. It'll be madness. A good kind of madness, but madness nonetheless. I apologize for clearing my throat so much. It's kind of cold and sniffly out here today, and it's getting to me a little bit more. Uh-oh, what does this guy do? Can't be blocked this turn. Tap 3 and tap, draw a card. Tap 5. Ugh. All that stuff sucks. And my deck has no removal. None. None at all. Well, I have 2 red, so we'll just keep going for more green. And more green. I guess I have to just kind of defend until I get what I need. I might be dead by then, though. I mean, who knows? Merfolk decks are typically pretty tough. Yeah, I'm just so boned. This is not a great deck to play in here. But I suppose it doesn't matter either because, well, it just doesn't matter. I'm thinking against a guy like this, I would probably just end up playing like Fiery Cannonade, and that would have solved my problems a while ago. Yeah, so he's going to hit me one time, and the next turn he's just going to wipe me out, so I'm not really going to have a chance to even get this rolling. Just figure it out. Just hit me. These are not the cards you're looking for. I don't need that. He only has to tap 5 or tap 3 and then can't be blocked. I guess we'll do this one next. Then we'll do this one. Counter. And this dude's probably just got a sleep in his hand, so it doesn't really matter what I do this turn, but see, the match is over. Goodbye. Alright. So Circuitous Route was actually pretty good. I need a way to get the Experimental Frenzy. So how in green do I draw those cards I need to get to it? Like, I just, you know, I can't think of any cards that really let me go looking for it unless they're card draw cards. I don't want card draw cards because they really just don't help. They possibly draw into a card I would rather play. Maybe Burning Tree Vandal's the way to go, because it does have Riot, and whenever I attack, it lets me discard a card to draw a card. I don't care if it dies, so perhaps that is the thing I need to be doing. So, go like that. I'm already disappointed with that card. It's just too expensive. Doesn't get me any closer to where I want to be. Known, I do like that card. Colossus, Auto Wayfinder, Burning Tree Vandal, Zerta. Okay, do it like that. I think that's the right way. Definitely keeping that. It's got the card I want to play. Cool. So even though this isn't the deck that I really wanted to have from the get-go, one thing I do like about playing with these cards is I'm learning about cards that I probably would never otherwise play, and I think there's a lot to be said about that in general, because, you know, obviously I want to find those hidden gems that do different things that are just better than people expect. Like, I feel like the Burning Tree Vandal is pretty good. Being able to draw a card, even if you have to discard one, it can be really solid when you have no other options. Ooh, spewing spears. Okay, so we have that. So let's just go ahead and do this. I can get 2 more lands, so I'm not worried. I can get a land here. I already got a land. So I'll have it come in with haste. Then I'll get in there. Yes, I do want to do that. So we'll discard that to draw that. Okay, that's pretty good. Uh-oh. Here it comes. Oh, risk factor? Oh. I'll take whatever, I don't care. Another Mirror March. Ain't that something? So I got 5. So let's go ahead and attack. So I have 4. I mean, that's really enough to do both, I guess. I really only want to do one, so I don't need to hold him back for any reason. I don't need that. There we go, there's the land I need. Okay, I'm gonna do this. quite foolish. I think it's a little unrealistic to think I'm going to get both of these, and I really want a frenzy, so let's just go ahead and put one on the table so that he... Yeah, let's attack. That was awesome. That is so perfect, because shit is about to get real if he doesn't just kill me soon. I'm only at 5, and he's probably going to burn in his hand to just kill me after this. Oh, he's got a bolt in his hand, of course. Oh, what an anus. And then a shock. Does he have it? Yep. I don't know why he wasted his energy, but that's okay. This deck needs work. So is there anything I can do to improve this, like, right now? I like this guy here. Branchwalker's good. And I'll probably want that, but I'll take it out for now. I need card draw. I need to get to my experimental frenzy. But without having card draw, it's a hard knock life. There's got to be something in here. Something. Just gotta find it. And of course it may actually help too. I also thought Goblin Crater Maker would be really good because I could make clones and then sack them to destroy their creatures. I thought that would be pretty killer. But I'm gonna hold off on that for now. Flame of Keld could be really, really good, but again, I'm not trying to do red burn. I'd really like to avoid those red burn cards because I just feel like they're kind of boring, and honestly, I just see too many of them. They're just not interesting. Braintree Vandal, Treason. There's got to be something I'm not seeing. Light up the stage could be good. But then if I play it and I can't cast it, I just lose it. And that's way worse. Way worse. Can't control creature, Daggercaster, blah blah blah. Barrage. Maybe just putting a couple Tormenting Voices in here. Because I feel like those are just really good in general anyways. And they would make a nice replacement for the cards I just took out. I also considered this card here. As long as it's your turn, creatures you control get +1/+1 have trample. I like the idea of that in combination with Krull Harpooner. I keep talking about that card, but Krull Harpooner is really super sick, I think. My personal opinion. Maybe copying some Siege Gang commanders to have a throng of goblin tokens. That could be really fun. But again, I just need something to find the card I'm looking for and get it on the battlefield. Because I just need to reliably get it. So perhaps, I mean, maybe I should just go with the Rix Mahdi Reveler. I mean, it discards cards. Draw a card. I don't know how I feel about that. Merfolk Branchwalker. Rabbit Bite. Creature with Flying. Wayfinder's good. Cast it. Targets creature you control with +1/+1 counter. They Dominator. I mean, there's something to be said about that because it definitely ramps me into more mana and lets me play additional lands. So I'm going to get rid of this because I want to draw more cards, not just play land. I'm going to have to hold on to that for now. Not discarding cards. Yeah, I think we're just going to have to go with Tormenting Voices. Dual shot. Wool ringing. Blah, blah, blah. Yada, yada, yada. There's also Rada. Grand Warlord Rada. That's a pretty good card in here. If you're attacking with all those creatures, it's a lot of mana to be able to throw towards other stuff. The thing I didn't like about that when I first place tested it was kind of like, well, I already attacked, and I kind of want to have all this stuff on the table before I attack, so it's a little counterintuitive. But it was really cool to be able to just drop like your whole hand on turn 3. You know, when you have kind of the nuts draw there. Sure strike. Swashbuckler. There's Run Amok, which is just a not as good Collision Colossus, so we're obviously not going to put that in here. But it's another good source of trample. Get one of those things. Target your opponent controls can't block. Well, that seems super good. Why is it that I can't find Oh, there it is. It's because I'm looking right at it and I can't read. That's why I can't find it. Here we go. So that puts me right at 60. So I have 10 sources of red, so let's... Yeah, I don't really need to have the split like I did when I had the Steel Leaf Champions in here, because I really only need one of each color, so all that matters is that I actually get both colors. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoa, 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 simmer down. So I've got 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 sources of red, and then I have 15 sources of green. That's pretty good. Alright. Perhaps one more time with some gusto. Yes, save and exit. Oops, that's not where I want to be. No, not traditional draft. Play. See, they're trying to trick me every time by trying to put that in front of my cursor. Those silly gooses. Alright, let's just do ranked. The other version of the deck, because it acts like Steel Leaf Stompy for the basic, you know, it really does put people on the defensive right out the gates, which kind of helps, even though the deck doesn't have any removal. And that's kind of a big role that it has, and or not a big role, but just it really helps in general, just because this one doesn't seem to be very threatening in the least, which means that I have to get rolling before I get my ass kicked. And this guy's got enchantment removal, which is going to be super annoying. Cool, I got land. Lost life last turn, put a counter. Okay. Seems okay. Lifelink. So we got all that, so let's just go ahead and do an other branch walker. Oh, I'm just gonna sit here and defend, buddy. I'm not gonna let you pump your dude up. Another thing that my already like existing version does really well is that it has the sword tooths, which are big, and the steel leaves that are big. It has 8 creatures with 5 power and decent toughness, which can be really overwhelming, and it lets me trade up a lot of times on stuff that I really can't normally do that with. So I've got 4 lands. I could definitely play that, but I have the Mirror March in my hand, so I kind of want to play that first, then drop the Frenzies. So let's just do this. We're going to get rid of that. Do that, draw a couple cards. He probably has a flyer, but that's okay. I'll just put it down anyway. He probably thinks I'm just playing like some green aggro. Man, is he going to be really upset when he actually finds out what's going on. He'll actually likely just probably not give a damn because he's got like a Lyra Dawnbringer someplace. That was kind of cool. I mean, that wasn't even like what the deck. Oh, what on earth is that? Whenever a creature dies, put a +1/+1 counter. When it dies. Oh, that seems super dumb. And I really don't care. Just hit me. I don't care. So this guy's just waiting for me to put something down worth a crap. So next turn I can play Frenzy. So if he uses his Mortified to destroy that, then so be it. I'll still get the Frenzy and I'll pop off, which will be really super fun. And then he'll just Kaya's Wrath it away. But what can you do? What in the world? Oh, that's stupid trash. Of course. Well, it looks like it's just going to be Frenzy then. No sir, don't care. Well, that's massively disappointing. Just happened when another creature dies. Oh, it's not even on just his side, that's on both sides. Oh my, that's gross. Did not see that coming. I guess just let him hit me. I really want my enchantment, so let's just play this guy. Counter. Full Harpooner. There's no one with flying. Play a land for the turn. Play this guy. Ooh. I guess let's do Zertog Goblin. Why not? Usually a lot more impressive if I have, you know, bigger critters. Like for 1 more mana to get a 5/4, I feel like that's just so much better. And all these little shit socks here couldn't block them. They'd have to trade up. I'm gonna deck myself. You watch. Oh, gotta play land. Damn it, another land. Oh, I'm okay with that. That's fine. So, I'll play that. This will get rid of that. That's no difference. Get those 2 cards. And we'll play this guy. Yeah, that's fine. Get this guy. No, I want that Mirror March. Damn. I shot myself in the foot. Man, if you have never seen a deck go wide, then, whew, man, this is crazy. Okay, so he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blockers, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 attackers. So 2, 4, 6, 8. I mean, shit. Why not? Let's get in there. If he settles the wreckage, I'll just get all the land out of my deck. That bitch is gonna get so big. Looking at, now that I've seen it played, like, it is so much better than it looks at first glance. Should just wait till next turn so that I could just do a filthy amount of damage and there would be nothing he could do about it. So I've only got 18 cards left in my deck. Basically going to end up killing myself. And now she's going to get huge. Woof. And it's got lifelink. Uh-oh, watch out now. So I guess there is that. So, I mean, I'll just block that one, I guess. That's all I can do, I suppose. Yeah, I'll just block that turd. That'll be it. That is all. And he's obviously going to win this because of that massively ridiculous lifelinker I can't kill. I don't think I need any of that. I don't care. I'm going to deck myself. He doesn't kill me, I quit. Are they all vigilant? Why are they? Oh, damn. I didn't realize that. I was like, man, he's attacking? This is glorious. Oh, I'm out of card draws. I mean, I could destroy this and then just keep playing cards. Let me see. If I do that, I've got 1, 2, 3, 7 mana. I could play that, I guess. Doesn't seem terribly impressive. Yeah, fuck it, why not? Let's just get in there. But I mean, this is just how massively stupid this deck gets. I mean, look at this. That's like my whole deck on the board right there. It's madness. So cool. And then I die. Probably should do, but I just don't really want to do, is just put some burn in here. But it's just, I can't clone burn, you know? works so much better with the dinosaurs in here. Because I just got to keep playing it, trying it out. So I guess what it comes down to is actually Might of Masses. That would, yeah, I think that would save my butt a couple times. Vigor Spore Worm could have been really good too. But I don't have any trample. So here's the other thing. If I were to take out Mirror March and just run it as, what do you call it? Rhythm of the Wild. I mean, when all those creatures come down, if they all come down in one turn, they all get to attack. So that was the other way I was going to build it. And I feel like that is actually the smart and the most insane way I could build it and make it, you know, just over the top. But I just really don't know that I want to build it Rhythm of the Wild, because I feel like the Mirror March will be so much fun if I can actually land it and keep it on the table. And I think what I'm seeing now is that no one is ever going to let me keep it on the table, because anyone playing it is going to be abusing it. So I'll play this a couple more times, and if it turns out that I just keep getting my ass handed to me, I'll switch over to my main deck and I will curb stomp some noobs and just stop sucking it for a night. Karn looking all smart with his books and stuff. Alright, cool, I got a Mirror March. That 6 is just so much. Maybe I'm doing this all the wrong way. Maybe what I need to be doing is playing, you know, dudes that put lands directly into play. That way I can get it out fast and come out swinging. Uh-oh, watch out now. Loses 1 life. That's dirty. I don't want to discard anything yet, so we're just going to go Turdzaw Goblin. And then next turn we'll do Enter the Unknown. Oh, I need to have a land though too, I suppose. But he will explore, which might get me a land. Actually no, so we'll do that. Tormenting Voice. Then play Enter the Unknown. Ha, that's what we need. Come on in. The water's fine, brother. Perfect. That's exactly what I needed right there. So what we're going to do is play Enter the Unknown. I guess I got to keep that one. It's pretty good. And I will get rid of the Harpooner because I don't need him right away. It's not helping me draw any cards. Okay, well, neither's that. Come on, let me just crush that loser dude in the hat. He looks stupid anyways. Uh-oh. That's smarts. Oh god. Spawn of Mayhem. And I'm never going to get to play this deck. Why is this thing running so slow? Okay, what is Arena doing? Make up your mind. Trade. Oh well. I'm actually quite fine with that. So I'm at 5 mana. I think just my suspicions are right. Like, as much as I want this to work, 6 mana is just too much. I need to be able to curve into the frenzy. Not like wait a million years to play this and then get it. Well, that's annoying when I take 2 damage no matter what, but I would rather do that than just take all that damage. Yep. Oh, 2 damage. Whoa. Yeah. Get out of here. So I could do both of those. He has no enchantment removal whatsoever, so... Hopefully he leaves the Llanowar Elf alone because he has no clue what I'm playing. I feel like that would be really interesting, just given the fact that he doesn't think... Most people don't think Llanowar Elves has any value at this point in the game. You know, like, oh, he's already got 5 men and all I see is 2 and 3 drops. What could it possibly do? And then wham, all of a sudden you're hit with Mirror March. Yeah. Oh. They're legendary, so he's going to kill one to kill my Llanowar Elf. Cute. I didn't think he'd do that. That's okay. Wait a minute. So... Oh, because they trigger each other. Gotcha. Gotcha. No attacks. We're just going to hang tight. Oh my god. It's over. It's over. It's too late. I'm dead. Well, it better be a land that I get. No, it's not. That's probably game. Yeah. Alright, Mirror March just sucks. So I guess it's just got to be Rhythm of the Wild. That's the only way to make this work. Mirror March is just too slow, which is exactly what I expected. It's unfortunate because I thought that would be super crazy fun. Alright, get out of there. At least I didn't have to use any rare cards on it. I already know that I would definitely use the Frenzies, so that was obviously not a waste. Where is it? Rhythm. So I just run 2 rhythms, 3 experimental frenzies. I feel like that's pretty much what I do usually. Wayfinder, Zerta, I like that guy for getting me some cards. Yeah, no, he's pretty good. Alright, anybody else? Anybody else? Anybody else doing anything I need? Creature control, deals damage. Creature spells whenever you tap 1 more mana of that type. Damn, I got 3 of these dudes? How did that happen? Oh, I can't cast non-creature spells. Woof. Two creature cards, yeah, that's not helping me very much. Flower, basic force planes, creature control. I feel like I've probably got the best card draw that I can get for now, while I'm trying to ramp into it. There's just not a lot of options. Not for fast card draw anyway. That's really actually going to help me. No, that's not going to do it. Nah, it's not going to do it either. also not a great one. So yeah, I feel like none of these things are very helpful, so I'm just gonna keep it the way it is. Try it a couple more times. Oh, I gotta put a sideboard. So Might of the Masses, Vigor Spore Worm, and then what else would I want to have in here? Alright, we'll do Collision Colossus in here. There we go, that seems good. Alright, we'll do a 2 out of 3 this time. See if I do any better. Play traditional play. Flippin' Frenzy. So all I need is like, 12 more rare wild cards and I'll be able to get the stuff I need for the deck. Should probably check and see what sets those cards are from. I don't remember 100%. I know some of it, like a lot of it's Ixalan, so so Jade Light is going to be, alright, that one. Then Treasure Map. TG. Oh, actually, this is pretty good. I like this. That's the other Ixalan set. That's annoying. And then, let's see, Wayward. Swordtooth. So him and the Jade Light are in the same set, so that's actually not bad. Oh, that is like the worst thing in the world, is when they have that. Great start. Now I'm going to get hit with Steel Leaf Champion, and then I will die, because I have nothing I can do about it. Should just put Wild Growth Walkers in here for the time being, but they're really not that great unless I have the Jade Light. Come on, dude. Figure it out. He's going to shock it before the counters go on. There we go. Shock? You got a shock, buddy? No? So I think those are the big cards I'm missing. Alright. One, of course, Spellbreaker. Don't have any of those. I feel like those will be super clutch. What in the world? Oh, it has haste. That's cute. Oh. Well, yeah, I definitely want to block that. Still gonna trample over, I think, though. No? Oh, it's only if it has that many counters. Gotcha. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Dude, this is insane. Look at all this land I have. Library. That'll definitely help me get rid of all this trash I've got in my hand here. And I'll trade. I'll just keep trading with him until I get my combo, get my stuff. So Steel Leaf is Dominaria, obviously. Swordtooth. Oh god, I hate that card. Swordtooth and Jade Light. Okay. Oh, what an anus. He's trample, so yeah, I want that guy to go away. He's got to go. Yeah. His deck is dangerous for sure. Okay, so we'll do that. Do one of these numbers here. Haste. Attack. Gotta get rid of this stupid land to get more land. Come on. Like, the one deck I probably have a chance against here, and it turns out that I just get all land. It's a hard knock life, what can I say? trade that all day long, buddy. Oh, that was savage. Should have seen that coming anyway. Card's too good. Wow. Yes, get rid of land. So, guess we'll do it like this. We'll do it like this. Yes, go away, land. Go away. That's what I needed. A little late, but it is what I needed. If I live this turn, oh, and it doesn't look like I will. Yep, because he got that. At least it's not. At least it's not trample. And he's tapped out. That was just hateful. All I can do is hope for a crawl harpooner. Okay. That will not save me. Crawl harpooner. No! And I didn't get any land, and there it is. How insulting. Yep, that's game. Son of a bitch. Almost had it there. Just drew too much land. Okay, so I guess what I need is stuff to kill those little critters with, I suppose. I don't feel like those are doing me too much justice right now, so let's go ahead and just load up with some shocks. Burning Tree Vandal. That's pretty good. I don't need that. Alright, well, one of these things here is gotta be useful. It's gotta do something. So, I guess this is it. Oh, no, I need to do something about that. That's right. Okay, so, in that case, we'll do it like that. There we go. At least I get to go first, I guess. Yes, I'll be on the play. Okay, I can tolerate that. Keep that. Go like that. Go like that. Bah. Screw you, pelt collector. So let's go like that. So we'll just go like that. And then I will get rid of, I don't think I need that guy right now. I want my experimental frenzy as fast as I can possibly get it. Have at it, man. Nice. Do that instead of playing a threat. I'm about it. I guess library, because I can just play more of him. suppose I should try to come across the table fast. He doesn't seem to have any flyers yet, so whatever. I'll just do that. That's fine. If I get a Rhythm of the Wild, this is going to be effing hilarious. Actually, I don't think it'll be that hilarious because it won't be that great, but... Obviously haste, sir. So we're going to attack with that guy. He's got 2 open, so we'll attack with that guy, that guy. Get in there. Die, Pelt Collector. We don't need you getting out of hand anyways. I had a pretty good start. I don't know, it is... Oh, man. Really? Why has life always got a crap on me? Oh, it's so weak. Okay. That is massively annoying. I'll just attack with that. Yeah, just get rid of that. So how did he stop it last time? Oh, did he just take the damage? I don't understand. No. Really didn't want him to play that. That's actually not going to do me any good. So I might as well just bring it in with a +1/+1 counter. But the egg token won't be okay. And I guess that's really all I got. No attacks. Come on. Give me my card. Alright, I need to look up red card draw. This is going to drive me crazy. Ugh, woof. Should have seen that coming. How many critters have I got in here? I have 2, which is enough to kill this Skargan Hellkite. We're going to just do that little number there and block. Owie. This situation is not ideal. So let's go ahead and play. No. I think I want to attack first. Let's get in there with everybody. I just need to get my card. That's not what I wanted. There's got to be a better way to filter in red. Yeah, take action. Kill his ass.